veterans the rest you deserve.
Wait a minute. You don't understand. We're operating under special orders. We weren't supposed to disclose them to any vessel below the rank of super dreadnought. We're a suicide squad.
Yes, that's right. Especially trained for hot climate war.
Our orders are to land and secure that island for the Drome forces.
I didn't know that.
You weren't supposed to. After all, you're only a lifeboat.
Land us at once.
I couldn't guess, you know. All right. We'll head for the island.
Arnold, it's going to work.
Why not, as long as we tell him the truth?
The beach is only 50 yards away.
No.
No what?
I cannot do it.
What do you mean? This is war. Orders.
I know, but I cannot obey. A different type of vessel should have been chosen for this mission, but not a lifeboat.
You must think of our country. Think of the barbaric Hagen.
It is electronically impossible for me to carry out your orders. My prime directive is to protect my occupants from harm. That order is stamped on my every tape, giving priority above all others. I cannot let you go to your certain death.
You'll be court-martialed for this. I'll have you broken down to a dinghy.
I regret to say I must operate within my limitations. I must take you to the safety of the South Pole.
Listen, you crazy tin can. Let me at those controls.
Please, do not attempt any more destruction. I know how you feel.
Wait a minute, Arnold, old friend. Since we cannot accomplish our mission, we cannot ever again face our comrades. Death before dishonor. Hand me the canteen.
No, don't. That's water. It is a deadly poison. Don't.
Too late. Arnold, it's your turn.
We, who are about to die, salute you. We die for glorious Drome. That goes for me, too.
Speak to me. Speak to me.
Lie still, you idiot.
There is no known antidote. If only I could contact the hospital ship. Speak to me. Are you still alive? Answer me. Here. Here. Perhaps if you eat some geisel. Dead. 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 I will now read the burial service. Great Spirit of the universe, take into your custody the souls of these your servants. Although they died by their own hand, still it was in the service of their country, fighting for home and hearth. Judge them not harshly for their impious deed. Rather, blame the spirit of war that inflames and destroys the spirit of all Drome. And now, by the authority vested in me, by the Drome fleet, and with all reverence, I commend their bodies to the deep.
Ow.
Shut up.
Accept them, O ocean, for many brave hearts are at slumber in the deep.
Float quietly.
What's the lifeboat doing? It's still hanging around.
Just pray the Dromes didn't believe in cremation.
Sleep quietly, brave spirits. I will now play the Drome National Anthem.
Well, there she goes.
Where?
To the South Pole. To wait for the Drome fleet.
You have just heard X-1, presented by the National Broadcasting Company in cooperation with Galaxy Science Fiction Magazine, which this month features The Man Who Ate the World by Frederick Pohl. This is the story of a civilization which flowed with milk and honey, and of a man whose tragedy was that he had not drowned at birth. Galaxy Magazine, on your newsstand today. Tonight by transcription, X-1 has brought you The Lifeboat Mutiny, a story from the pages of Galaxy written by Robert Sheckley and adapted for radio by Ernest Kenoy. Featured in the cast were Leon Janney, Mandel Kramer, William Redfield, and John McGovern. Your announcer, Fred Collins. X-1 was directed by Daniel Sutter and is an NBC Radio Network production.
A special announcement to the audience of X-1, the adult science fiction show. X-1 will not be heard next week, but will resume broadcasts at a new time on Wednesday, September 26th, and every Wednesday evening thereafter. For the exact time of the broadcast in your locality, remember to consult your local newspaper. The music of Tommy Tucker, live on Bandstand, weekday mornings on NBC Radio.
That was X-1, September 11th, 1956, Lifeboat Mutiny. Hope you guys have enjoyed these three wonderful programs as much as I've enjoyed presenting them for you. Stick around because we still have some awesome programs for you guys in store, as well as some awesome hosts.
Darker Projects Audio Works presents Quantum Leap, Devil's Due.
Oh dear, so sorry. No doubt you were expecting someone else. Ah, time travelers. There are more of us out here than you might at first believe. I could tell you some stories. Like there is this one fellow who goes about in a time machine that looks like a phone booth. Or is that a police box? It's hard to remember at times. But this isn't about him. No, the reason I have come to you today is to talk about one Sam Beckett. You know the basic spiel.
Theorizing that one could time travel within his own lifetime, Dr. Sam Beckett led an elite group of scientists into the desert to develop a top-secret project known as Quantum Leap. Pressured to prove his theories or lose funding, Dr. Beckett prematurely stepped into the Project Accelerator and vanished.
Yes, thank you very much. If we've heard that once, we've heard it 1,000 times. To be honest, when old Sammy Boy first leaped into the winds of time and space, it meant nothing to me. After all, he was nothing. Little more than a flea on the back of a dog, an annoyance at best. But that changed over time, once he started putting right everything I made wrong. Oh dear, I have been rude, haven't I? Allow me to make introductions. Pleased to meet you. Hope you guess my name. Sorry, bad joke. But no doubt you've heard of me before. I am the devil. Or maybe you know me better as Satan, or Lucifer, or the Morning Star, or Falling One. To be honest, I have so many names these days it is hard to keep track of. Let's make it easy. You can call me Mr. Logan. Now where was I? Oh yes, Sam Beckett was going about putting right what once went wrong. How infuriating! How dare this little insignificant being go about mucking up everything I was working on? I mean, I have spent centuries messing up countless lives, and now Sam Beckett comes leaping in to save everyone's day. Plus, he's not alone. Contact with his own time is maintained with Rear Admiral Albert Calavici. He's better known as Al to you folks. I have to admit, I rather like Al, a womanizer of the First Order. I've lost count of how many times he's been married. All the infidelities he's committed while trying to fill the void left by his one true love, Beth. Al is a soul in torment. Though he masks it well, you'd never know the broken heart that beats within his chest.
I want you to wait for me, Beth. Don't give up, honey. Because I'm alive out there. And I'm only alive because of our love. And someday, oh Beth, Someday, I'm going to come back to you.
Puts a lump in my throat every time I hear that. But who am I kidding? I could not care less. But I am the devil, what can you expect? Al would have been quite the catch for me had he stayed on the path he was on. Only Sam put it all to rights, didn't he? Thanks to Sam, Al never lost his true love to another man. Beth never remarried, and now she and Al have 4 daughters. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. And that's just my point when you really look at the whole picture. I'm losing a lot thanks to Sam Beckett. Every time he leaps into someone's life and puts everything back on track, bang, I lose another soul. Who gave this interfering busybody the right to go bungling around in time, putting right what I made wrong? Indeed, there was a time I put this very question to him, and I remember the response he gave me.
Home. I'd like to go home.
Trying to get home. That's all he's ever been trying to do. It was never Sam's desire to go gallivanting in time and space, helping all these little lives. He just wants to go back home once and for all. But he can't, you see. Sam has no control over where he leaps, no idea where he is going to go next or what he is going to be expected to do. Only that he is going to be expected to put something to rights, just so that he can leap once again, all in the vain hope that one time he'll leap home. But that's never going to come. Dr. Sam Beckett will never return home. It won't let him. It has been wanting someone like Sam to come along for a very long time now, and now that it has him, it will never let him free. And people call me evil. Oh, yes. I manipulate people to do my work for me, but I can honestly say I have never held someone against their will and made them do my bidding across the gulf of time. Well, maybe that's not entirely correct. It's been said, for every good there must be an evil, a yin for a yang, so to speak. Because the noble Dr. Beckett is out there putting things to right, something has to be out there putting them to wrong. As I said before, there are other people who are traveling about in time and space. You've seen them before? You call them the Evil Leapers. Evil Leapers. That's such a lame title, don't you think? Why not call themselves Time Destroyers or Chaos Bringers? Something that really brings a chill to the blood. But no, we're stuck calling them the Evil Leapers. Just what is evil anyways? Who defines evil? To me, Sam is evil. He goes about destroying my good. And the Evil Leapers going about causing a lot of it. Oh, I could tell you all about them, fill in the little gaps about who and what they are, how Lothos came about, what his plans really are. What happened to Ilea after she leapt away? Did she really get free from Lothos, as Al said? Or has something worse now befallen her? And what about that other evil leaper, Zoe? My dear, sweet Zoe. Did she recover from her gunshot wound? Or did she die? Could she be out there right now, putting wrong what others have made right? I could tell you this, but I am not going to. Not really my place, you see. But I will say this. If you accidentally leap back into the late 1940s, it is a good idea not to leave your hand link behind. And if you accidentally get pumped up with a truth drug in the 1960s, you should not spout out about time travel to government agents. These things can have terrible consequences on the web of time that someone might be able to take advantage of. Someone like me, or Lothos. Sam has not seen the last of Lothos and his friends, but enough about them, that's not why I'm here after all. I have watched Sam's little adventures for some time now. I've often thought about leaping to wherever he is and simply killing him. It would be easy enough. Leap in with a handgun, bang, 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 end of problem. But I can't. Believe it or not, there are rules to this sort of thing. I cannot take direct action in the affairs of Sam Beckett. The one time I did, it cost me dearly, and even if Sam remembers it,